Alors, bonjour à toi, j'espère que tu vas super bien. C'est ton boy Fabio de retour encore pour une nouvelle vidéo. Et aujourd'hui, je suis avec Krista Chief Byll. Elle est également militaire dans US Navy. Et aujourd'hui, suite à la vidéo d'hier où j'étais avec Borel qui était dans US Marines, j'ai décidé de faire cette vidéo avec elle comme ça. On va vous expliquer au fait comment devenir un soldat du US Navy, qu'est-ce qu'il faut, comment se passe leur training. Et si vous êtes en commentaire, n'hésitez pas à laisser vos questions dans la section commentaires, comme ça je pourrai voir vos questions et je pourrai les lire à notre invité. Donc sans plus tarder, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Chief Byll. Hey, good morning, Chief.
Morning. Oh, please call me Krista. No Chief.
Okay, I'll call you. Okay, how are you, Krista?
I'm
Hey,
fine.
I'm trying to be polite, yes?
Hey, I understand, but please, we're not in uniform.
Okay,
Krista is
cool.
just perfect.
Okay.
Anytime I get a chance away from the uniform, which is never, but
Ok. En tout cas, merci d'être venu avec nous. Merci d'être avec nous dans ce live. I know you're so busy. I know you got so much stuff to do with family stuff, but hey, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your disponibility. So thank you so
no
much.
problem. No problem.
So I
C'est
know
un
you.
plaisir.
Et aussi, je vais dire, Chief, non, désolé, je vais encore dire Chief. Christian aux États-Unis depuis, enfin, plus de 21 ans, c'est ça? I don't know how long.
Non, juste à peu près 20 ans, depuis
20 ans.
2004.
Depuis 2004. Donc,
Yeah,
son français n'est pas trop bon. Il y a longtemps qu'elle ne pratique plus. Donc, I think on va aller entre français et anglais. Donc, désolé, je suis sûr que vous êtes très bon en anglais. Donc, vous allez vous en sortir, d'accord? On va partir comme ça. Donc, sans plus tarder, Chris, introduis-toi, présente-toi à ces gens à nos amis.
Ok. I'm Krista, au fait, Christette. But my parents calling me Krista, so it's stuck with me, Krista. We moved to America back in 2004, June 2004. I joined the Navy right away. Not right away, but maybe like a year, a little bit over a year after. I joined the Navy in December 2005. I didn't know anything about the Navy.
Okay.
I'll give a little background for when I joined the Navy and why I joined the Navy. When we moved here, I did a year at a campus, Université de Lomé, 1 year, and then I moved here. And I started back, but I started at a community college with all the language classes and stuff. I was feeling like I was being set back.
Okay.
Because when I talk to all my friends back home, they're like, oh, deuxième année, troisième année de ceci, de cela. So I felt like, damn, like, I'm still over
going
here.
back. Yeah, I feel you.
I haven't even took any class yet that's gonna tell me that, okay, I'm working toward a degree or anything. You know, I'm still stuck with English classes. There's a requirement for me to do. And at that time, I was working at a restaurant. And there's this gentleman that will come in, and it was the summertime. He come there to get a lunch every time, and he's always super clean. Like I'm talking about, like his, like I always be like, how, like what does this guy do for him to be so
clean,
clean,
good looking every time?
I'm like, and it's not even about the look. I feel like it was the way he presented himself that I was like, damn. So one day, I was the server, the waitress that took his table. So I asked him, I was like, what do you do? I want to do whatever you do. And he was like, oh, really? I'm in the Navy. And boom, from there, I started doing the paperwork and I joined the Navy. I didn't do no research. Everything I know now, I learned from me already being in there, already signing the contract. And
So
then I'm like,
you
well,
joined without having any background regarding to you as Navy. You like,
no.
okay, let me get it. I want to be Navy. Let's go.
Yeah, all I knew was from what he was telling me. The recruiter, the guy was a recruiter actually.
Ooh, even better.
So I went with whatever he was saying, and I didn't. At that time, I really didn't know anybody in America for me to, or didn't know any. For me to be like, oh, let me ask you this question. No African community really.
Yes.
We were in Baltimore, but we didn't really know people. We've
Right.
been here for like a year, so
Mm-hmm.
most of the people I knew was the people I was working with or my acquaintances in school. So it's like certain things you don't really discuss everything with people you barely know. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So yeah, I was going with whatever he was saying. So I finally shipped off for basic December 14, 2005, and that's what
Wow.
the roller coaster.
Back in 2005, I think I was what? I was. I just have my
Uh,
stepper day, like
please
TDM.
don't tell my age, okay?
No, no.
But yeah, from there, and then I went and took the test. Just like any other military here, you have to take your ASVAB test.
Right.
But one thing that
What is the score? What the minimum score to join the Navy?
you know what? I don't know. I think it's like 37,
Okay.
40. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not what it is in it. I don't know what it is now.
Yeah.
But then I think it was like 37, 40 something.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and how to this day,
Mm-hmm.
however low your score, if your score is low, then your opportunity to have
Good job.
a chance to choose what you want to do is
Yeah.
lessened. You know
Right.
what I mean? So
Right. Right.
you get like maybe like two things. That's what, because of your score, that's what you're qualifying. But
Right.
then the higher your score, probably the better the job you can qualify in.
That's true.
But
You got more opportunity to pick a job you really want. So there is not gonna be like, oh, due to your score, you only qualify for this job. They will be like,
mhm.
okay, you got big score. Okay, those are the job that
Yes,
presenting to you. Pick one. I feel what you're
right.
saying.
And you get a room to play. Like, oh, I don't want to do that. Or I want to do
You
this.
become too picky. You can be like, not this one. No,
Yeah.
not this one.
But one thing we also have to keep in mind is like
Hmm.
a lot of time in our case, most of us don't have our nationality, right? Like,
Right.
so then if you're not a citizen, that's another. It doesn't matter how high your score is, then
Right.
you're not gonna be qualified for a certain job until you get, you know.
Yeah. See
Uh,
your security clearance.
yes. So with me, um, when I joined, I didn't have a nationality yet. Like I was still a permanent resident, right?
Hmm.
So I joined in everything they presented me. I didn't want to do that. So they told me that, oh, you can go in as somebody that they call it undesignated seaman. So
Okay.
like how they call the army folks soldiers, the
Okay.
navy folks we are called seamen, right? Sailors,
Seaman.
seamen.
Okay.
So sailor, so the junior sailor is a seaman.
Okay.
Then they I was undesignated seaman, which means I don't have a job.
So you're just there. You're a
You,
seaman, but you don't have any specific job right
you
there.
don't have a specific job. So what happened with that is they send you to. Also, let me go back a bit. The Navy also, like, their jobs are grouped in different. So you have the seamen. Those are the people that jobs are more related to ships
Hmm.
functions. You have the airmen. They more like they work more on the aircraft, and then like aircraft is like their main
Aviation.
thing.
Aviation is like
Yeah.
people working with the plane and
And then
stuff.
you have the firemen, the enginemen, and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I was undesignated seaman. So I worked, and then when you get to the ship as undesignated seaman, usually they will send you to a division
Okay.
called deck.
Deck.
So
Okay.
the deck division, they're
Mm.
the people that when you're on the way, you literally holding the wheel and moving the ship around.
Wow, that would be cool though. Man, you driving that boat. Oh, let's go right. Let's go left.
Yeah. You pen the ship. It's a
Hmm.
lot of hard work. I ain't gonna lie. Do
Okay.
people like it? Love it? Yes. Some people love their job, but it was a lot of hard work.
I
And
see.
if you're on designated seaman, sometimes because a lot of people don't want to be in that division because it's a lot of manual hard work.
Right.
They'd like to keep you there. So sometimes they don't give you opportunity to go see other things so you can move out of that.
All right, because they need you. They know
Right.
you are
They
a good
need
soldier, and then they
right.
want you to be there because you're good at your job.
They need the labor.
Mm,
Let's say that. Right. So I was in deck for 3 years because when I came in I was an E1.
mm-hmm,
I started as an E1. Was in there for about 3 years. I
mm-hmm,
tried to take multiple tests. Also in the Navy, you take
mm-hmm.
from E3, well, now from E4 up, you have to take a test. You
Okay.
have to pass the written test, plus your eval, and they do the average, and then also based on how many people they promoting in your
In unit
MOS or
MOS, okay.
rate, you'll
Mm-hmm.
be able to move to the next rank. Um,
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's gonna come. I think we have the hardest, like advancement.
that's crazy because it is so easy in the army. In the army, whenever you E4, and in order to move to E5, all they have to do is that you have to go to the board. Okay, you
Mm-hmm,
have to go to BLC first, and then you
mm-hmm,
go to the board. They ask you some question regarding to your unit, to your division, whatever. And whenever they found like you know enough about the army,
mm-hmm.
bing, you become sergeant.
It's definitely little. It's hard, but it's not for some people because if you're able to like study and stuff like that, yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of not politics, but a lot of stuff that come in play, and sometimes some people lose in that process,
Right.
you know. Even though the people that you look at, you're like, oh, this person should be at the next rank. But unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't happen.
I
But
see.
that's beside that. And there for 3 years. And then by this time, I have my clearance and
Mm-hmm.
everything. I have my nationality. So I get an option to pick up more stuff.
Right.
That's where I took the test for operations specialist,
Mm-hmm.
which my job description is so broad. We have my hand in little everything on the ship,
Okay.
almost everything on the ship, and then our son is like an octopus because octopus have so many hands.
Poulpe. That's how they
Yeah.
call it in French, le poulpe.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. But I took the OS and I make rank
Mm-hmm.
E4. Then
Right.
we have to take this from E3 to E4. And then I've been at OS since then. And I love it.
Mm-hmm.
We have a little to do with navigation of the ship. When
Mm-hmm.
it comes to communication on the ship, some, you know, finding out information, some electronics, some IT stuff. We have
Mm.
our hand almost on everything on the ship,
Wow.
which is pretty cool because I don't talk much, but I'm a nosy person. I like to gather information, and that's
I
what
see.
we do. My job
Mm.
description, and then and I've been doing that since then. Um, for somebody that is interested right now, what I would tell somebody that is interested in joining the Navy, what I can tell them from the jump is at least study for the ASVAB so your
Right.
score can be high, right?
Mm.
And know that is a stepping stool, right? Stepping is a step when
Étape par étape,
just
I see.
because like you join and they're telling you, oh, you can't have this job because
Don't
you
give up.
citizen, you don't have a clearance. I don't mean that you stuck with whatever they give you. If
Mm.
you don't want to do what they gave you at first, you get in, you work your way, and you're like, okay, I don't want this. I want to change now, and you can change to whatever you want to do once you meet all the whatever everything you're supposed to have before all the qualification, and then you move forward. Rank wise, advancement wise, you just have to
Mhm.
study. And I
Mm.
know my people are not lazy people, so I'm not worried.
Hey, I think there's a little bit of everything because some people don't like to study. But hey, I will speak for myself. I I'm not that
When I
guy.
say lazy people, I'm not talking about manual work.
Yeah,
Obviously, I don't
study,
like
right?
manual. I'm not talking about. Obviously, I don't like manual work like that either. That's what I gotta do, right. So I'm talking about knowing something our parents always say to us. You need to know where you're going, or you need to
Mm-hmm.
know where you come from. So
Right.
always knowing that in the back of your head, we kind of a little more
Mm-hmm.
oriented and kind of focused and be
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I gotta go get this, and then when I do this, for us it's gonna get more money, and you're gonna have your life just gonna be better.
I feel you.
I don't know. uh so that's what I'll start from and get in shape. I,
Obviously, the most
Akume,
important thing so far.
Akume,
So, Akume fufu every time at 12 p.m. I mean, 12 a.m. is like no go anymore.
just to
Hey,
lower it a little bit. When you like have a big old bowl of it, just split it in half or three or
hey,
something.
but for you though, whenever you married, you have you have a wife and cooking all those. You can say no. You like, okay, bro, udakume nama. Oh, akpelo. You can say no, and you come. I mean, as single, I get it, it's easy. I can decide not to eat. I'll be like, okay, I know I have a test to pass. I need to be in shape.
Well,
It's easier.
Akume, you can eat it and still. Well, our PFA or our physical is not that hard. You
Mm-hmm.
run a mile and a half. Uh Now we do push-ups. You got 2 minutes to do push-ups. It's based on your rank, your age,
Your age, okay.
right? It's based on your age. That's where the curve is. You
Mm-hmm.
do the push-ups and then you do planks. The planks now, the minimum I think is 2 minutes, but I think
Not
it's a
bad.
new instruction, so they're trying to work around it and stuff. So
Mm.
I know that
Okay.
as of last PFA, the minimum was 2 minutes. I think I didn't have to do it because I'm a new mom, so I get to skip it one more.
That's good. That's the good thing about being a mom in the military. They're like, oh, you need to take time, to recover, and they have
Yeah.
those programs for you. They be like, okay, you need to go to those programs for mom and newborn things. So, yeah.
So I get to skip it one more time, but this upcoming April, I think I have to do it. So it's
Mm,
just those things: physical study for the ASVAB, the entry
mhm.
course. Kind of go online. One Navy Cool, you can Google it,
Okay.
and then you Google Navy Cool. You can go on there and kind of research and read a little bit about all the jobs that the
Right.
military of the Navy offered, right? And
Okay.
then you can gauge yourself. Okay, I think I can do this, or I'm more relatable to this, or I'm more what I used to do looks more like this, and I want to continue doing that. Or you know what? Maybe you can just explore, learn something new, do
That's
something
true.
fun. And I mean, it's been I won't change it. Maybe I would do like certain
Hmm.
things different, but I think I'll do it all over again. 16 years and I won't change a thing. The experience.
Wow, bro, 16 years, bro. You've been in for so long, 16 years. Damn
16,
it.
yeah.
Damn. Okay. And okay, tell me, how was your trainings regarding to swimming? Because I think the one reason why I didn't even consider Navy
It's
as
the
as
swim.
career was because swimming, because I don't know how to swim. How was it your first time when you went
So
to training?
I personally, I started talking to my recruiter in June, like in the summertime. But I
Hmm.
also already signed up for the fall courses, right?
Okay.
So I was like, I'm not gonna go in basic until the winter time when my class is over.
Okay.
So when I knew that, I enrolled. I took for my science class, one of my science class, I took swimming
Okay.
as an elective on campus. So I was taking swimming. So when I went to boot camp, I kind of know I knew how to swim. But
Hmm.
if you don't, they teach you there at basics. So if you don't know how to swim, which a lot of people, I would say
Hmm.
like maybe 30%, I'm not sure. I may be wrong the percentage, but a lot of people end up there. The only thing and they get annoying is that when you do your regular training, basic training stuff, then
Mm-hmm.
you that need swimming, you have to go and get your swimming lessons. That's like an extra activities, extra
Okay.
2 hours there. Other people are sleeping or taking a break, then you have to use that to go learn how to swim.
I see.
But a lot of people do that. A lot of people learn how to swim, and because if you go, you don't know how to swim.
Mm-hmm.
If you cannot pass the swimming test, then you won't be able to graduate from basic. So you stuck there until you know how to swim and make sure you pass your swim test. Your swim test, you jump from a platform. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to lie on the on the length, but it's a pretty tall platform.
Okay.
You jump, get in the water. You
Mm-hmm.
can do any stroke you want, and you swim to the end, right? And then you come out, and then you have to do a 5 minutes prone float.
What's that?
Prone float is like you're facing to the water, and you just float. And then you come up, you can come up to take a breath, and then you go back, and your
Okay.
face is back in it. And it's almost like they also call it a dead float, right? It's
Mm.
like you if a I'm sorry, a dead body is floating on the water,
Mm-hmm.
so you can like blend in with in case of you're at the enemy shore, you can blend in with all the dead body.
Mm.
You have to be able to do a plumb float.
Girl, that's okay. That
But
sounds like it's enough for me.
it's not but it's not bad. It's you put your face, you come up, you get your breath in, and you go back, and then you go back in 5 minutes, and then
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes, and they kick you out. But also the Navy have a lot of uh, special programs as well. That some people they come in already knowing that they're going to that special program. Some
Mm-hmm.
people, let's say at boot camp and basic, they're doing things and then they're like, oh, this person. It's almost like how they select people for the Rangers, Army Ranger.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
some people come in already knowing they probably have some histories of Rangers or Navy SEAL or
Never see.
special boat team, and then so that's what they're gonna do. Or some people they realize they have something special, and then we want to pull him out and groom him as a special uh, member or special sailor, than just
Mm-hmm.
to send him with the collective to the ship or whatever they're going next.
So you just mentioned like Navy SEAL. A lot of people have been asking how to become to Navy SEAL. So basically, so you get in the Navy knowing that you're about to go Navy SEAL. Shoot it up.
You could, yeah, you could do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could do that, or like they find out special talents.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those talents are found in like high school when the recruiters go to high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like not long ago, some of my friends, uh, not friends but associates they were like, oh, we're going over at this school to see if some of the varsity teams are interested at doing this because
Mm-hmm.
like they need people with like special physical talent
Talent, yeah.
and things. So the
Mm.
swimming, all the stuff they have to do. That's not for some of us regular folk. So,
Hey, for you, I thought like honestly, I thought all Navy guys were Navy sailor. I thought like I didn't know there was a special or so
so,
base. Okay.
so like you said, right? All Navy guys are Navy sailors, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then we all have our specialties. So
Mm.
you have the logistics special. That's like the MOS. It's
Mm-hmm.
like how you call all the army soldiers. But
Yeah.
in that they all have you have the
Special forces, the Rangers, all those stuff.
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, makes sense.
So in the
Makes sense.
whole, everybody in the Navy is technically a sailor.
Mm-hmm.
But another thing with us Navy force is that we identify with our MOS. We call it rate. Like
Great. Okay.
club, right? We identify with that. It's like we loyal to that community.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we know we're part of a big thing, but this is my immediate family type of thing.
I see. And I heard a friend told me if you really want to travel in the military, you need to join the Navy. How many countries have you visited through the Navy? Hey, I know it's a lot. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Telling me everything. I want to
Okay.
know.
Oh man, I don't even I lived overseas twice. I
Okay.
lived in Bahrain for 2 years and
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Japan for three.
Okay.
Uh Deployment wise, I think at least 20, 25. I think.
Countries?
Yes.
What, bro? I didn't even go outside the United States yet. Well,
Well,
hmm.
you're not in the Navy, then where you at?
Hey, don't make me trying to come to Navy, man. I'm good. I'm good. I
But
like Army. I like it here.
I'm just saying. But my first deployment, my first 5 years, I did three deployment.
Okay.
And then my first deployment, I was quite lucky. We
Mm-hmm.
stopped a lot. Second deployment, we were on a special mission, so we probably was out. We every time we leave, the most we spent out to sea was when we left Norfolk
Mm-hmm.
on our way to our destination. Europe, I think, was our destination.
Okay.
So from Norfolk to Europe, that was probably the most time we spent on the water. After
Mm,
that, every 2, 3 days we pulling in one country because we were on some special mission.
okay.
Um, but in my third deployment, it was the same thing. So I know in Europe at least I went to Spain,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Italy,
Okay. I'm counting, man.
Germany,
Let's go. Okay.
uh, Turkey,
Mm-hmm.
Bulgaria, Romania,
Mm-hmm.
Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
Greece,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Sudabe. I don't Sudabe is an island.
Ready? Okay.
Yeah, it's an island of Crete. They call it Crete. It's a
Oh, great. Okay, okay. So yeah, I think I kind of see the area. Yes, I kind of see where is it?
um,
Yeah.
Middle East. I went to Israel a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Most of those places we went more than once or 3 times. At least I've been there for at least 3 or 4
Mm-hmm.
times.
Okay.
Israel, Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
Oman. Um, where I lived
Japan.
in Bahrain, so it doesn't count.
It
I,
should count. Let's go. It count.
I went to Kuwait. I
Okay.
went to Qatar.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a day in Saudi Arabia, so I don't know if it count or not,
It
but
does count. Let's go.
I still put. And then that's it. Middle East, that's it.
Okay.
And then went to Seychelles, uh, and then Djibouti,
Oh wow.
and
That's
then
Africa side.
uh-huh that,
Mm.
and then Africa side with the Navy. I went to Ghana and Senegal as well.
Why
And
you didn't? Why you didn't stop to Lome though? Since you've been to Ghana.
I was on the mission. I was a really junior person. I was a E4,
Mm-hmm.
and then they didn't feel comfortable letting me travel from. We were pulling in a Takoradi,
Mm-hmm.
so traveling from Takoradi to Lome, which was about 6 hours or something. They didn't feel comfortable
Yeah.
letting me go by myself, so I
So
wasn't able
but
to
is it
go.
possible though? Is it possible to request to like, oh, I have some family here. Can I go see them
I
come back?
did, I did, and they said they denied it
Ooh.
because, and I think it's because I was a junior person and then I was a female. Also, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what it was. That's what they denied it. If I had like, if the family was a little closer, maybe it would be different. But my
Yeah.
family, my brother, my aunts, And my cousin, they came and see me in Takoradi.
No, I mean that's good because they'll be so mad. Like I'll be so
I
mad
was,
if like I get to Ghana and I can't even go see my friend. Like, bro, I'm close. Let me come see you.
like, no matter what society, no matter what, where you were in the world, society just think of female as the old, the weak person, and blah,
Mm,
blah, blah. So I
I
had,
see. I
so
see.
it's one of those things. I didn't fight it too much. I was like, whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever.
especially, I was an E4. My chief told me no. It's like, okay,
Whatever.
it's okay. It's not that serious.
Okay.
Uh, and then in Asia, of course, Japan, I lived there. Of course, I went to Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
I went to, well, Australia is not Asia, but I went to Singapore, the
Okay.
Philippines,
Mm-hmm.
Guam. I did say Singapore, right?
Yeah, Singapore.
And then I went to Australia, and then I went to Bali.
Hey, I heard Bali is a good place to go for vacation, man.
It is. So make sure
Hmm.
when you get that special lady, you take her there.
Hey, Bali, I'm coming. I'm coming.
She will be impressed.
All right. So, tell me, for you being in the Navy, what are the benefits of being like military or being Navy that can help you, to progress in your personal life or financial life? Like, um, what special benefits do you have, and then you can advise somebody to take special advantage of it?
um, So for I will speak specifically for us like foreigner, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from the beginning, the number one benefit is instead of you waiting 5 years to get your citizenship, you
Mm-hmm.
probably get it quicker, a year or
Right.
two.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say half a time. You have to wait half a time to get your citizenship, right? And from there, a lot of stuff change once you have your citizenship. The benefits are there. A
Yeah.
lot of things, even in the public right now, is a difference if you have a permanent residency and then if you have a citizenship. There's a certain thing you can apply for, but once you become citizen, you can apply. Like I think, uh, what's it called? The the basic one will be like Medicaid, Medicare. Everybody know
Yeah, Medicare.
insurance
Yeah.
is
Hey, that's headache, man. Like those so
it's the
expensive.
one thing, and then I mean, it's great, especially if you have family. It's just
Mm-hmm.
knowing that, just in case I'm able to take my family there. That's the difference between, like, one of the difference between having a green card and actually being a citizen, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
that beside that, and another thing, if you are in the military, you get those medical benefits. Your
Right.
kids get the medical benefits. And I think what I tell people all the time is what you make out of it, right? There's
Right.
some people been in the Navy, in the military, retired 20 years and they're still broke, you know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
It's what you make out of it. You take advantages. So yeah, you have fun, but don't just live all your life with like, oh, I'm having fun because I know I'm gonna get a paycheck, right?
Right.
The first and the 15th of every month. Mm, you live accordingly. Yeah, you're gonna get a paycheck, but don't spend everything.
Mm-hmm.
You have a guarantee to get a paycheck. Also, it is when you go to the bank, um, to borrow money for anything, because here we live on our damn debts or whatever.
Right. Right.
That's, you don't have to, but I'm just saying general, that's how this country operates. To
Mm-hmm.
go get that car, go get a house, the VA, it's a
Mm-hmm.
big difference when you had to come up with that 20% down for the house you want to buy. And
Okay.
then there's a difference between 20% down and 0% down when it
Hey,
comes to,
there's a big difference. Like,
so it's all those stuff advantages, and it's a like a lot of advantages, and it's not for everybody. Don't just listen to, oh, I'm gonna get advantages, and also that mean I'm joining the military.
Right.
There's some people that look at us like, oh, why didn't you go to school? Why did you join the military? You know what I mean? But everywhere,
Being in the military, you can still go to school. You can
yeah,
still like do all those things people do and for free because the army is paying
everywhere
for
you
it.
go is what you make out of it. For most of us foreigners, our parents want us to get your degree. If you don't have your degree, you don't have anything. I send you to America. Or I brought you over here. So that means you need to have, you get advantage to continue your education. And you
Right.
can take it whatever, however far you want to. And you you have tuition assistance.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, even if you do 4 years and get out, you still have the GI Bill to use to continue your education. And if you don't use that GI Bill, whoever you choose and then you put on your paperwork get to use that money for the education.
Man.
So,
Which is awesome, man. It was great. It was very great when I heard that like, you can transfer your
mhm,
GI Bill to your kids. I was like,
mhm.
okay, that's cool. That's awesome.
So is those are some immediate advantages. What I have gotten out of it,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't like the amount of people I came across and the amount of knowledge I have collected,
Mm-hmm.
literally collected just sometimes just from talking, having a conversation, sometimes from somebody looking at you and be like, I see something in this person. Let me groom them. Let me help them out. Let me, I think they will be great for this. Let me,
Yes.
bring them along and show them what I do so they tomorrow when I'm not here they can just take my spot and do this. And all that stuff, that transfer of knowledge is amazing. Like, and I appreciate all of them. Like, I have my first ship had 300 people. I don't think I ever spoke to like more than 10 people before I joined the Navy.
Now look at you in front of 300 people. You have to be wow. I
Like I used
God.
to be like, why is there so many people? And then it's like, then you get to know all those people. Everybody brings something to the table, and
Right.
everybody brings something to the table that is not for food for everybody to eat. You don't have to stomp over the next person, which
Mm-hmm.
is an amazing something I have learned. And then I'm grateful that I had leadership that transferred that into me. That I don't have to step on my brother or my sister next to me just because I want to eat. Everybody can.
We can all eat at the same time and still be cool. Like
Mhm.
that's cool. That's cool. And then telling me, as far as those, those great years you have spent in the Navy, what are some of your favorite memories?
I
What are
can hear.
those
I lost you
moments?
for a second.
Oops, it's better now. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Um, can you hear me now? Is that better? Can you hear me? Hmm.
Man,
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe something going on. I don't know what's going on. Let me try to see. So there is no sound. No sound. You can hear me? Uh-oh.
let me go.
Je pense qu'on a un petit problème de connexion avec notre invité. Désolé, je sais que la plupart d'entre vous, je l'ai dit au début de la vidéo, elle est aux États-Unis depuis plus de 20 ans, au fait. Donc, c'est une Togolaise, mais vu qu'elle est aux États-Unis depuis plus de 20 ans, voilà, son français n'est pas très bon, au fait. Tu vois? So, c'est la raison pour laquelle elle est plus à l'aise à s'exprimer en anglais. Donc, je pense que voilà, quoi. C'est pas comme si c'était super crazy, vous l'entendez carrément quand même parler. Donc, la vidéo, désolé, je pense que c'est l'une des rares vidéos, bien, peut-être que je vais commencer à faire des vidéos en anglais, mais cette vidéo sera totalement en anglais parce que mon invité est plus à l'aise en discutant en anglais. Donc, je ne sais pas s'il y a moyen de pouvoir mettre les subtitles, tu vois, les sous-titres, mais je vais essayer. Mais je pense que voilà, ça vous permettra aussi de pouvoir peut-être apprendre voilà, apprendre certains trucs, je sais pas. Mais bon, j'apprécie vraiment vous qui êtes là en commentaire, sincèrement, j'apprécie vraiment. So, je pense qu'elle est de retour, ça va?
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear
All
you.
right, cool. I don't know what happened, but whatever happened is fine.
Yeah.
Hey, there was people in comment. They've been like, man, like, let me see. There was this person never because he's like, our guest, her American accent. I mean, she sound Native American. Awesome.
Oh,
So
hell no. I'm sorry. Americans could tell the difference. They know that I'm not
they could tell you,
American
but
person.
we like it. Okay, we like you sound perfect for us. Whatever are those people thinking? And somebody was asking if you're from Ghana.
Oh no, I hear that a lot, but I'm from Togo.
All right, and there was somebody also was asking. Okay, I think before we come into the questions, let's continue. You were about to say something. So my question was before everything like get disrupted. My question was during those great years you spent at 15, 16 years in the military, what is the memories you got? What is those moments you be like, oh wow, I'm glad I made this choice. I'm glad I'm part of this organization. Do you have any
Wow.
story you can tell us?
I have so many of those moments.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I have two good friends in my life, and then they are and I always say I have my family, I have my Navy family, right?
Right.
Um, and those are two people. They've been in my life since 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So how we met was I was on my way to Bahrain, and
Mm-hmm.
then before I got to Bahrain, I had a surgery. I got off the ship. I
Mm-hmm.
had a surgery, but before I knew people before them, and we are great friends too.
Okay.
Um, I was on my way to Bahrain. I had a surgery, and then I was supposed to be home for a month. But after, and my sponsor in Bahrain, she been talking to me, and I told her, "Hey, I had a surgery, and then I'm supposed to be there in a month." And then we've been communicating.
Okay.
But before I got like maybe like the day or 2 days prior of me getting a plane to go,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't healed. Like I wasn't healed. One of my stitches came out. I had to go back to the hospital
Oh.
and
Okay.
everything. And then she was like, "Oh, okay." And then she advocate for me in front of we call it chain of command.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Um, and then they were like, "Okay." They delayed me 2 more weeks, and
Oh,
I finally
nice.
got there. And then me and that girl been friends since, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then when I was there, she introduced me to another person. Her and so the first person I talked about was Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Akila and Kim went to basic together, and then we got to Bahrain, and all the girls click. Akila parents are from Trinidad, but she was
Okay.
born in New York.
Okay.
Kim is from Georgia here, right? Uh, and I'm telling you, like those girls, I can tell you, we're not even the same area anymore. But if I
Okay.
say I need you right now, they will get in a plane and and we will do that for each other.
Oh,
Um,
wow. That's awesome.
the moment that marked me the most was back in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
I was stationed at a NASA base, right? And then it's a very secluded area,
Mm-hmm.
about 2 hours from Norfolk.
Okay.
Akila was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Her partner was at home. I didn't even know that the NASA base was trying to launch a satellite that exploded.
Ooh.
I didn't know that. I wasn't out at work. It was at night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was laying on the couch, but I was getting messages from her like, "Are you okay? Facebook? text message is like, you okay? And then by the time I answered the message, like the phone call was coming through, I was like, what's going on? Like, why are you? She was like, oh yeah, my partner is in the car on his way down to you, like your area, like the satellite exploded. Are you
Ooh.
okay? Are you okay? Like just you know. And I was like, damn, wow, that's
So she was coming to check on you.
like, yeah, she was on
Wow.
her way to make sure I was okay. You know what I
Damn.
mean? And I
That's
was like, wow, that's amazing. Like
that's it
this,
is.
that there's people that have, definitely helped me a lot. You meet those people like that, they don't have anything, you're just click and you're just like,
Mm-hmm.
I got you, sis. I got you. And it's amazing feeling to know that you have somebody. Okay, if my parents are not there, because we trust our parents with everything, your sister,
Mm-hmm.
whatever is not there,
Mm-hmm.
at least you have
Yeah.
somebody,
Somebody.
and it's a great feeling. And
Honestly, like I can relate to what you're saying because I mean I've been in for what, almost 2 years and a half, but yeah, I can
oh,
totally
look
relate.
at you, freshman.
I know, right? I know, right? Maybe one day I'll be like 16 years in the army. I'll be like, yeah, back then when I was 2 years, when I just started, I had this conversation with this chief of the Navy.
It comes back quick. I remember I used to be like, "Oh my God, you've been in." I used to tell my sisters were first classes like, "Oh my God, you're so old. Oh, why you been like, oh?"
Now look at
And
you
look at
today.
me
Now
now.
you've been like 16 years in the military. So as I was saying, so that's this great thing I like about military in general. Brotherhood. Like people you don't know, maybe you don't come from the same background, but you made up, and there is just instant click. Like I remember there was this guy when I was back in basic training. We met. He from Guam. No, he from Samoa. Guam? No, he was from Guam actually. And we were been making jokes, and I don't know, one day something happened, and then we fight in the bathroom. Like we fight, like hey, I got hurt. There was blood coming out of my mouth and all this stuff, but nobody knew. We spent 2 weeks without talking to each other. But now every time I see him, like, hey brother, I miss you, brother. How you been? Like,
And then another thing, right?
mm-hmm,
You think you're so different from people, right?
mm-hmm,
Until you're getting in the same room, and then you realize how much in common you have,
right,
right? Just like you value your family, the next person value their family just as the same, right? Like we all, like, believe it or not, you know, have a lot in common, more than we think we do. And then when you
that's
talk
true.
to that person, I remember I was in Bahrain, this at that time middle aged
Mm-hmm,
Caucasian male, like
mm-hmm.
from Washington State,
Okay.
retired of the Navy, 20 years in the Navy, retired, working on his PhD and
Mm-hmm.
something. But he worked for the government, so all sit in the same working area. And he was telling us about his family story and how his mom used to whip him. Like, I'm like, your mom whip you? You white. You don't get whipped. She was like, who told you?
Who told you? How do you know?
And then he was telling me all this story about him and his mom, and his brother was two of them, and how his mom handled them. I was like, oh damn.
This look like Africa right here.
Oh, so we do have a lot in common, and if you don't talk to people, you will never know.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I think that
then,
is we so quick to judge people that whenever you take a second to listen to them, you take like your time to let those people open up to you. You'll be like, oh, I think I ran too quickly in conclusion because I thought I knew the person, but
mm-hmm,
I really don't because
mm-hmm.
there's still a lot I need to learn, and I think this also give you like that gives you this sense of don't be too quick to judge people. Give them a chance, give them the benefit of doubt to realize that okay, because it's so easy for us to judge people. So in the
Oh,
military, I
it
think that
is.
gave
It
you
is.
a chance to you know
Another,
double think thing. Yep.
you asked me about my experiences. Another one that marked me. I was at E4. very quickly with my mouth. You can't tell me anything. I'm so like I'm not lazy, right? I know I'm not. I know I'm gonna get this stuff done. I know my brain work fast
Okay.
type of person. So um the fact that I knew all that, sometimes I wear a chip on my shoulder because of that. Because I'm gonna get a job done, right?
Right.
And and sometimes I get a little quicker than other people, right? And I remember every time I would always get into a fight with my superior, my E5s, my first classes. You couldn't tell me anything because sometimes when you mess up, I'm the one that come behind you and fix it. Like, how dare you?
Okay. I see the type. I see. I can picture it in my mind. I see the type of person.
So
Okay.
one time I got into it with one of my I was I got into it with one of my E5s, right? My second classes. That's what we call them in the Navy.
Okay.
And then it also almost time for evaluation debrief.
Okay.
So my senior chief, E8, he pulled me to the side for the debrief. And while he was like, "Oh, you're doing great. You doing this, and you have all of this. You have all the qualification you're supposed to have. You ahead of your. And he said all that stuff. He said it all the way down. And then he was like, "The one thing I want to tell
I
you,
knew something was coming. I knew
yeah."
something was coming.
And he said, "You're a great person. You're smart. You with it, but." Sometimes you gotta take a little step back because think of it tomorrow. You think that people are not looking at you, but tomorrow, if you're in her position and the E3 and E1 speak to you that way, you're not gonna appreciate it. But it's
Right.
because they see it from you, they feel like it's okay that they can do it to you too. So take that in account when you out here talking back and sometimes you think that you know it, but people make decisions in certain circumstances that you're not going to know what made them push them to make that decision until you in their shoes.
That's true. That's hundred
And I
percent
was like,
true.
oh wow. And I you know what, I took that with me. Sometimes I always sit back and be like, you know what, I it's okay.
It's okay.
Maybe I can see this one now and I don't need an answer.
Hey, I think I think that's how you grow, though. Honestly, I know in the military, like leadership is like very big. I won't say issue, big problem, but hey, one thing whenever you get a chance to have good leaders, I think also that helps you to grow and to to make yourself a better person because that you take example on them and that also makes you a better person. So honestly, I think I'm grateful for the leadership I have and the people I got like in my environment because I think they make my days better. I don't have like me going to work is not painful. I'm not. I don't have to
Yeah.
think like, oh, I have to see this guy again. I'm so mad. So that's I honestly I know you got stuff to do. I'm glad. I didn't think like we
I
can
know.
be like for that long video. I think it's
I
gonna be
know,
kind of
right?
20,
That's what I was
but
about to say. I can answer a couple questions, but
okay,
unfortunately, my mom is waiting for me. We're supposed to go somewhere. I know.
okay.
I'm so. I'll
It's
answer
so
a
it's
couple
totally
questions.
okay, let me see. I think I got a couple questions here. The one thing people been saying is like why we make the video in English and it should be French since like most of them do speak French. So I'm
Oh
like,
man, I'm so.
on.
I apologize, and what I'm gonna do is practice my French a little more. So la prochaine fois, je vais parler français. Mais pour le moment, je m'excuse. Um, I'm not very comfortable with it.
It's on.
Sorry.
Hey, honestly, I mean, I wasn't ready for like making it that interview in French, but I mean in English. But hey, here I am. So we do whatever we do. I just about asking when will you come back home to visit like him in Togo?
You know, I was planning for this year, but it
Mm-hmm.
all depends on my kids. If the doctor approve it, if the doctor approved them to travel, yes, I'll definitely be a me. Sometime
Okay.
this year, I don't know when yet, but
Okay.
sometime before the 2022 ends.
Somebody was asking what state are you in?
Virginia.
Okay. Um, and somebody was asking what are the benefits for being in the military or for being in the Navy? Benefit and inconvenience. So avantage and inconvenience for being in the
Yeah,
Navy.
benefits and I mean the only it's what you make it, and then it's how you choose your rates.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say. Some rates, for example, my rates, we travel a lot. We out to sea, we on the ship a lot. That's what my rate is, and I choose that because I enjoy traveling. Some people don't want to do that, especially
Mm-hmm.
for female. They want to stay home and stuff like that. So there's some rates that you may not get to travel as much, and then you get what you want to stay home. And it's
Mm-hmm.
how you make your decision. You some people be like, "Oh, I don't care. I want to travel." And you get a chance to pick where you want to go to or where you want to be. And sometimes you can't just be on one spot. And like I said earlier, it's what you make out of it. I can't say there's advantages or disadvantages.
All right.
There are certainly sometimes like, oh, I should have done this way, but to me, I didn't. I just roll with the punches and make the best out of it.
Hey, I think Mama is waiting. We're not gonna make her wait for like any longer. So thank you so much for being
No,
with
thank you
me.
for
Thank you
having
for
me, and
coming.
I apologize. I
No,
will
it's all
try
good.
better. I'm
Hey,
talking to the
listen,
guests.
you know
I,
what's funny? You know what's funny? They've been saying this, but they've been here. Nobody moved. Like they were listening that whole time. So I'm pretty sure they've been enjoying it. So hey,
maybe it's my smile. Who knows?
hey. Well, we gotta
But
thank you and yeah.
next time I definitely make sure
Mm-hmm.
maybe I will show up with some links and stuff when now that I know the realm that we're going, some
Mm-hmm.
links where at least people can go look at stuff,
Okay.
um, get an idea. And for them, the French speakers, all the link I'm gonna offer you probably gonna be in English. So when you
They
go,
will
if you need
learn. They will use
translation,
the Google translation. They'll be okay. They'll be all right. They'll be all
yeah.
right. So
And it's
yeah,
definitely
it
not.
will be great to see you again, to have you again. So we're not gonna make Mama wait any longer. So thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Um, yeah. For everybody here, please
Okay.
leave a thumbs up, like for to thank our guests, and it was very good. So if you like it, next time we can make another video. But hey, I will tell you it's gonna be in English, so don't. If you come, you see Krista, I know that that's English. You're gonna that's English class for free. Don't, you will thank
All
me
right,
later.
bye.
All right, bye bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, en tout cas, merci à vous qui avez été là durant ce live. Et comme je l'ai dit, désolé, on aurait beaucoup aimé faire la vidéo en français, mais notre invité est aux États-Unis depuis quasiment 20 ans. Du coup, son anglais n'est pas très top, top, top. Donc, c'est la raison pour laquelle on a décidé de faire la vidéo en anglais. Donc, enfin, que j'ai la conversation en français était un peu. Elle voulait pas trop se perdre dans le français, donc elle a préféré qu'on fasse la vidéo en français. C'est la raison pour laquelle, voilà, c'est la vidéo est en anglais. Mais j'ai apprécié vraiment, je vous apprécie, vous, tout ce qui avait été en ligne, je vous ai vu. Vous êtes 18, 18, 20, 30 ans, j'apprécie toute personne qui est là. Et de grâce, faites-moi plaisir. N'hésitez pas à laisser des commentaires, n'hésitez pas à laisser des pouces bleus. Également, n'hésitez pas à me faire des suggestions de sujets sur lesquels vous voulez être entretenu. Là, je vais me faire le plaisir d'aller chercher des gens qui se connaissent dans ce domaine, faire des interviews. Je crois le samedi prochain, il y aura encore le capitaine. Je ne sais pas pour ceux qui étaient la dernière fois, le capitaine se va revenir. Il va nous parler de sujets très intéressants. Comme vous savez, je suis sûr qu'à la fin aussi, il y aura encore, il va nous faire un petit DJ, un petit mixing. So, soyez là. Et d'ici là, je vais continuer à chercher des gens pour vraiment vous apporter l'information, essayer vraiment de faire les choses, de rendre les choses plus faciles pour vous. Et je vous apprécie. N'hésitez surtout pas à laisser un gros pouce bleu, n'hésitez pas à laisser un commentaire, n'hésitez pas à partager la vidéo à vos amis. Et voilà, merci à tous. Fabio le Saint. Et je vous ai tous vus. Merci à Martial, merci à Bidouilleur, merci à Robert, merci à QRT officiel. Non, pour l'instant, aujourd'hui, j'aurais beaucoup aimé que la vidéo soit plus longue, mais bon, vu que notre invité est très occupé, mais bon, prochainement, je ne sais pas si vous aimez les vidéos longues. Hein. Ok, maintenant, je sais ce que vous aimez. So, merci aussi à Never Give Up, Never Quit. Merci à Victor. Merci à Martial. Également, vous tous qui êtes là. Merci à Diko. Merci à Seydouba. Merci à Karim. Merci à Djom. Wona. Je vais vous passer le bonjour. Merci à Elle. Merci à Martial. Beka. Kyojoro. En tout cas, toutes ces personnes qui ont été là depuis le début. Merci à vous qui regardez toujours mes lives et tout. Et je vous aime tous. Merci pour la force. On est ensemble. Fabio, c'est un très bon dimanche à vous. Je vais aller continuer à regarder la suite du match Sénégal-Guinée équatoriale parce que ça m'intéresse aussi. Et voilà. Merci à tous. Fabio.